Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Black Balance Fitness TV presents the Financial Fitness Forum Interview with a Boss. Allow me to introduce our special guest for tonight, an ambitious entrepreneur from Team Carpe Diem in the Unity Hierarchy. A loving mother, talented writer, and motivational speaker, this humble leader is looking to quickly make a name for herself in the agency as one of 2021's newest President's Council members, Miss Talana Craig. Welcome to the show, Talana, and thank you for being here tonight.
Oh, thank you for having me, Lamitra. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, sorry for the delay.
No problem. Hey, that's how it is working with today's technology, right?
Exactly. I never said I was good at technology. No, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you.
I am so excited to do this interview. I want to ask you about Team Carpe Diem. I know they are one of the top base shops in the hierarchy, and I also want to know, what's it like working so closely with the SVPs?
Oh, well, now you can say he's a Million Point Base Shop Senior Vice President. So it's amazing to work with him. You know, like I said before, it's a privilege only because I know that not everyone will get that opportunity. I work direct with him. He reached out to me. I actually met him a few years ago. And then he reached out to me and told me about the opportunity. And originally when I came in, I was just like, look, you know, I'm not really trying to build. I just want to make a lot of money. And he quickly helped me understand how, you know, that phrase, give a man a fish, you know, and he eats for one day, but teach him how to fish and he'll eat forever. And so once he explained that to me, he told me about the first opportunity, the first promotion as soon as I got in. And I was so excited to have reached that first one in the first the first couple of days that I was in the business. So it's amazing to work with him only because he really does care about the people that he works with. I know, you know, he's one of those, his bark is worse than his bite because he really does genuinely care. And he definitely wants you to have success. And when you have success, you can pass that on to other people. So I really enjoy working with him.
Wonderful. That is awesome. So what has been your most surprising or exciting victory so far?
The most exciting, I guess, was the first one. You know, because I don't know how many people have been in different things. You know, I've been a part of a lot of different network marketing venues, and so when I joined PHP, and he told me, hey, they have this promotion 444 where you bring on 4 directs, and you know, and you do 4 apps, and you generate 4,000 points. You know, he was like, yeah, you have until this time to do it. And I was like, oh my God, that's like, you know, that to me, that was like unheard of. I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing. So what made it really exciting for me and inspiring for me to keep moving forward was the fact that I did it in 2 days. You know, and what makes it great is that I've done it twice already. Again, you know, I did it a couple of more times. So I'm always in awe whenever there is a challenge in this business that originally I could say I knew nothing about, and I still was able to reach the goal, generate income, and just keep motivating myself after that. So, yeah.
Wonderful. No, I think that the challenge itself is what really makes the victory worth it, right? Is it really a victory if you didn't have to work for it? So no, I totally understand where you're coming from. So I want to know, how has your success changed your relationships with the people around you, your friends, your family, and your peers?
What's funny is that people always say, oh, we knew you could do it, you know? They're like, we knew you could do it. We knew you'd always do something. But I think how it's changed the relationship is that I am able, they've helped me. They're part of the reason why I'm successful. Whenever, like when I called on them to assist in either taking a look at my business or being a client of mine, it really surprised me how easy, and I do say that because in the first 2 months, I generated over 75 appointments. And they were all my friends. They were all people that I know. So if anything, it's brought us closer because they feel like they've had a part in the success.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful that a business can give you that kind of reach where you can kind of make connections with people, and it's wonderful to have that type of support, It's always good when you can really reach to inspire the people around you. So in turn, though, I want to ask, how has your success changed your relationship with yourself?
I think, I'm one of those people, I said it before, that when things are going great, they're going great. And I love being on top and I love being a winner. But when things aren't going good, I'm like, look, maybe this ain't for me. Maybe I need to be doing something else. And you start to doubt and you start to question. And, and when doubt sets in, then immediately you want to run. And one of the things that I'm learning and I'm changing is having that quitter mindset, that stop. I'm not going to do this anymore. And I think how that's helped me, honestly, if you really want to know the truth, is my teenage daughter. I don't want her to see her mom giving up on something just because it got a little hard. And with the help of the people that are a part of PHP, motivating you, we have this thing where we go on GroupMe and we're constantly pushing and encouraging everybody to be their best. I mean, that's motivating too, to see someone go for a goal and maybe they don't hit it, but yet they didn't fall out. They just got back on the horse and kept going. And when I saw that, it made me feel like, you know what? Why would I want to leave? They didn't make it, but they're still doing it. And then they make it, they may not have made it that time, but then they do make it. So it helped the blow when I didn't make one of the promotions. And it helped me maintain and just work harder for it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think that when your goals are so high, even when you don't reach them, it can build resilience, and having that loving support around you, quality leadership, and people that really want to see you win and are going to encourage you. Yeah, it's absolutely a big part of that. So I can understand how that can sort of change the relationship with yourself, right? Where you kind of push yourself even when you don't want to. And I can totally understand. I'm always one of those people where I don't want to tell myself no. That makes me feel bad. So, I understand when you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this. This ain't feeling good no more. Like, I'm ready to pivot, move on to something else. But sticking through that and pushing yourself can bring you to a new level. So I absolutely agree. This company has absolutely given me some strength and resilience in business as well. So I want to know, as far as business goes, what preconceived expectations did you have that were completely wrong?
I think it was, well, first of all, when he said I only had a certain amount of days to bring on 4 people and make a certain amount of money, and I'm thinking, I've been in a lot of different businesses and I never make money. So I'm like, how am I going to do this in the certain amount of time that you've given me, and I'm going to be successful? I'm thinking I don't have any training. This is not my field. I'm known as the executive assistant to a CEO at a aerospace company. That's what I do, But when he told me that, I think I just was under the impression this is going to be just like all the other times. They're going to hype me up, get me all excited, and then nothing is going to happen. And I was completely wrong. Because one of the things that I 100% value that I've come to learn is their training. The training really helps me build my business, and it's relevant to what I am doing, whether it's learning how to talk to people, whether it's learning how to show people the business, how to write business, how to overcome obstacles, all the personal development that they have incorporated into the company. I really can say that that is what has helped a lot.
Absolutely, absolutely, totally understandable and agreeable. Yeah, I kind of seen the same thing where you kind of think like, there's no way this is gonna work. Like, oh, this sounds so cheesy, and you try it and it actually works, and it's like, okay, mind blown, right? So having
Exactly.
a new perspective, absolutely, absolutely understandable. So this next question, I would like to know, how do you distinguish yourself from other competitors?
I think, first of all, I have to be genuine. One of the things that I see when I see other people, regardless of what business it is, they forget, I think, to be genuine. Just be real. Just tell people the truth. You don't have to be a millionaire to attract people to do what you want. Sometimes just you being you and your story is enough. Because sometimes when you have people who have a lot of money and no one's seen them rise, go from the humble beginnings to where they are now, I think people in their mind, they already have psyched themselves out, and they don't see them anywhere in you. But when you bring a genuineness to what it is that you're doing, people are like, wow, she's an executive assistant, working in aerospace. Finance is not her background. That's not her business. How is she succeeding? And I think that's where the honesty comes in. Like, I'm doing this, and I did not have a finance background. You start talking 401ks and stock market, and my mind just blows up. I'm like, what are you talking about? So to know that I can learn and I can make money and I can show other people how to do that just because of the training that I'm getting from PHP, that's something that's duplicatable. And I really believe that people do relate to that.
Absolutely. And that is a very competitive stance to take, I think. A lot of people try to sort of fit the mold, and you're more saying, hey, break it, So absolutely. Let me ask you, what motivates and inspires you during times of struggle?
My child. My child motivates me because, like I said, I don't want her to see me quit. Now that we're in COVID and we're working from home and she's seen me go from, I don't know what I am doing, to I'm afraid to pick up the phone, to I don't know what to say, to, oh my God, I got an appointment. Oh my God, I got, some business, or someone's on my team. And then when things weren't going quite as well, I was like, well, now I don't want her to say, well, Mom, weren't you doing that business? What happened? But I think it's very educational for her to see me do well and not do well, because it's all about how you handle it. It's all about how you handle it, because my daughter plays soccer. So she remembers when she was teaching herself in my living room how to play. And she didn't know what she was doing, and watching videos, and it's the same thing. So the last thing I want to do is be a hypocrite and tell her to do something that I myself will not do. So even if I'm struggling and things aren't going exactly the way that I would want them to go, I want her to see me try. I want her to see me sit down every day and do what I need to do to make things happen, because guess what? I'm going to make it, like today, so I'm all excited. I did the business that I needed to do. I hit the next promotion, and, for a few weeks, nothing was happening. And then again, you rise to the top. And I think just knowing that she's here and she's watching, it motivates me to stay the course.
That is wonderful. And you know what? There's something that you said in one of the trainings that kind of stuck with me about especially to all the mothers, this is wonderful advice. Make sure your child is your reason and your
yeah, I don't want her to be my excuse. Not at all. I want her to be the reason why I stick with this. I want her to see from beginning to the end. She knows how things were in the beginning. She saw me struggle through it. She saw me have successes. She saw me enter into a new phase of the business, and now she's seeing some more success. And that's life. That's life. It's all in how you look at it. You're winning all the time. It's just how you look at it.
Exactly, and teaching them how to deal with that type of adversity is going to allow her to go so much further. And so, absolutely, I totally agree. So, tell me, who is your greatest support when facing hardships in business?
It's not just one person. You know what I mean? Like, my daughter, because she's my child and she loves me. My mother, because she's my mom and she loves me. Fred, because I'm on his team and he cares about me. And even people in the business, like yourself. Look at you. It's great that you have this platform, and I feel honored to have been selected. I caught your eye for one reason or another. So it's so many different people at different stages. You know what I mean? At different stages, because like when I'm at home, Fred doesn't see me. You don't see me. You don't know if I'm having a great day, a bad day. So that's where my family and my friends come in, And when I'm winning in business, they don't see me, So they're just like, wow, how do you keep going? Or how's your business going? And, and just being honest, like, hey, I'm trying to generate some more clients. I'm trying to generate some more success here. You want to help me? And so it's awesome to just have support everywhere. I'm happy it doesn't come from just one place, because if it did, what happens if that one place falls out? Then I have nobody. So it is great to have the team, people like yourself, my family, and my friends. So it comes from everywhere. Even right from the books that I'm reading and the tapes that I'm listening to for personal development.
Great. Absolutely. I totally understand that. And, it's funny getting into not just this agency, but I think this particular hierarchy, we really are, each other's biggest cheerleaders. And so I like that we're able to, compete with each other, but also still love on and support each other. And it just makes for such a healthy environment. That's wonderful to know. So tell everyone, what methods do you use to move past doubt?
Well, I think honestly, it's a mindset. And that's one of the things that, I used to read a lot of books, and then I got out of the habit of reading a lot of books, positive mental attitude. I'm all into Tony Robbins and Les Brown and Jim Rohn and all those different people, and I got away from doing that. So now that I'm working with this particular hierarchy, Carpe Diem, it's reminding me to open that part of my brain back up again. And when I find myself, in doubt, I remember those things. It really is a mindset. Like, what are we doubting? What are we doubting? It's just one more hurdle to get over. And you literally, and I think when you're dealing with people, especially people that you don't know or your family, some people find family to be a challenge to talk to. Some people find strangers to be a challenge to talk to. And I think working with Fred and doing the trainings has really helped me deal with that insecurity. because nobody wants anyone to tell them no. And like, are you crazy? And so I'm just really excited to know that when I'm feeling doubtful, to just remember why I'm doing it. And once again, it goes back to, I want to change the dynamics of my family. And not just while I'm alive, but even after my child is gone and her child is gone and her child is gone, I want to make sure that this legacy just continues to go.
And that is absolutely wonderful. I think that more of us should have a goal of building that type of generational wealth. And I know that, I don't think that we really realize what a fear of rejection we have. You get almost like a sort of social anxiety when you're pushed so far and so quickly out of your comfort zone. But once you push through that, that moving past that doubt and focusing on why, your reasons why you do what you do and try to reach your goals, it absolutely can be one of the most important lessons to learn in life. So I appreciate that advice, absolutely. So what is the lesson that you think is most important for a new entrepreneur to learn?
Be coachable and don't give up. And the reason why I say that is because there's no way anyone can help you if you think you know it all. And I think a lot of new people come in with the attitude that, I don't need you to tell me what to do. I know how to do this. I can do this. Or I've done something like this before. And the question is, have you been successful? And I don't mean to say that in a rude way, but let's just be honest. Have you been successful? And so I think if you're not coachable, then you will never see the magic. The same thing goes for if you quit. If you quit too soon, if you give up too early, if you are like me in the past where, this is too hard, I can't do this, this is too much, maybe I need to rethink. I think you miss your opportunity when you don't give it a chance because you're afraid to either do the work or you're afraid to go through the hurdles that you have to go through sometimes, So my advice to them is to be coachable. Listen, at least try it the way that they're trying to teach you before you venture out on your own. And I think that that's the advice that I would give 100%.
Absolutely. And I think as a new entrepreneur myself, that's absolutely viable advice to take. It's definitely important to be flexible, coachable, and willing to learn. Even as a leader, they say, a good leader is also a great follower. So you have to be willing and open to new things if you, especially in entrepreneurship. You never know what might throw at you, right? So our final question: what advice or expectations would you give to a viewer looking to join your team? Say someone watches this live and they're like, "Oh, what a professional, nice lady. You know what? I think I'd like to work with someone like her." They reach out to you. What should they expect?
They can definitely expect professionalism for sure, respect for sure, because I wouldn't want to work with anyone who doesn't give me those two things. And more importantly is just proper information and training. Because it doesn't matter if I'm awesome and I'm respectful if I can't teach you anything. If I can't tell you how to effectively build your business, then I'm just another pretty face, as they say, and I don't want to be that. I want to have substance. I want people to know that if they join my team, they're going to be successful. And not just because I work directly with the SVP of $1 million point paint shop, but because he trained me to do it like him. And so that is what they can expect.
Wonderful. Well, there you have it, guys. So you know what to expect. Straight top notch, very professional, and be coachable, ready to learn. Because she does have a lot to teach you. So, Talana, tell the viewers how they can get in contact with you.
Oh, okay. Definitely, just there's some numbers in the comment section. My email is T as in Tom, M as in Mary, A as in Apple, C as in Charlie, N as in Nancy at yahoo.com. Phone number is 818-401-5099. And then you can see the Facebook and the LinkedIn information in the comments. So that's how you can get a hold of me, and I will definitely get back to you, provide you some quality information so that we can get together and we can discuss some opportunities. And I think that it will be great. And then, maybe Lemitra will invite you to get on her show.
Right. Yeah, if they catch my eye, all of the people that I have on the show are making strides in the business. I see their names on the leaders board. These are definitely strong competitors that come and get invited to this show. So please believe, we're definitely gonna get back together. We're gonna have some meetings and some forums. We're definitely gonna get people educated on financial literacy and build a strong foundation here. I am very excited. Thank you so much for joining me on my platform today. This was a wonderful, very informative interview. I'm sure people will get lots of value from. As Talana mentioned, you can find her information in the comments below. Will also be included in the description of the video that will be uploaded onto YouTube. Our channel is Black Balance Fitness TV. I want to thank you again, Talana, for doing our interview tonight.
Thank you. Thank you, Lemitra.
I'd like to give. Are there any closing statements you'd like to give?
You know what? I just want to really compliment you on this platform that you are providing for people. Somebody has to do it. And it's awesome that you didn't just say you wanted to do something, but you actually went out and did it. And now you're allowing people such as myself and the ones that came before me and the ones that will come after me to have a spotlight, a spotlight. And who doesn't want a spotlight? So right. I just want to tell you, thank you so much for being brave and courageous enough to do something that most people will never do.
Thank you. I truly appreciate that. Just definitely took me out of my comfort zone, but I'm having fun with it. We're all learning and growing, building our platforms, building our brands, and getting out there valuable information that everyone can use within and without our communities. So I am happy and excited for that. I look forward to working with you again in the future. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Remember that you can catch replays of this interview and others on our YouTube channel, Black Balance Fitness TV. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, stay physically, mentally, and spiritually fit. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.